And it's Si Leslie live at the Gers TV at the Gers TV studio in a very buoyant mood tonight. And I've got Lewis. How you doing, pal?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic, Si. Absolutely brilliant.
Let's talk about the match. In terms of tonight's Rangers victory, 3-1 away from home. Two VAR goals, controversially offside. I think one probably was, one probably wasn't. We'll speak about it in a minute. But in terms of performances and results in Europe, my opinion, first of all, is that has to be up there with one of Rangers' best ever performances away. What's your thoughts on that?
Aye, well, I can't really comment too much in probably maybe before the 20. I can't really comment before the 2010s in terms of European away days, but in my lifetime, that's got to be one of the best. Apart from Dortmund away, that's got to be one of the best performances in Europe. 100%, especially away from home. Absolutely outstanding.
I thought Nice was going to be a hard one to beat, and I was shocked at the Nice game. Tonight, I would have took a draw. I would have bit a hand off you. Even at half-time, I would have took a draw.
100%, mate. 100%. Even, I've said to a few others as well, I would have even taken a one-goal loss. As long as we stayed in the tie, I'd have been absolutely more than happy. To go back to Ibrox, if even one goal down, I'd still be confident it's going through.
Aye, certainly. The first thing I will say, caution to the wind here, and I will say that we haven't qualified yet. We've still got a game at Ibrox. Marino's a great manager.
No, absolutely not.
And I think that the tie is still slightly opened. However, if either team scored in the first 10 minutes at Ibrox, then it's a massive difference, because if Rangers scored in the first 10 minutes, I would say it's over. If they scored in the first 10 minutes at Ibrox, it's back to game on. So let's talk about the match, Lewis.
Yeah, 100%.
Formation, that shocked us all. No, shocked us all, but it surprised us all a bit. However,
very much so, aye.
The fans demanded change, and we got change. We weren't sure if it was 3 at the back or 5 at the back or whatever, but a very strong squad they put out there, and a great formation and a great start to the match.
100%, mate. Aye, mate. No much else I can add on to that. Of course, we all seen him and we're like, was Jeffy and Ridvan doing? It looked as if Ridvan was playing a wee bit sitting back, a wee bit, and Jeffy was moving forward, which looked a wee bit unusual considering looking at the team sheet. You'd think it was Yilmaz bombing forward, but you know what? It worked, especially on the left-hand side. I thought Jeffy had an alright game. Last couple of weeks he's been abysmal, to be honest, especially Motherwell for that goal that he lost his position in, but we're not going to talk about that. We're here to stay positive. It was a great result tonight. But aye, overall, I thought the left-hand side looked very comfortable. Looked to deal with, I think it was Dusan Tadic that was attacking down our left-hand side. We looked very comfortable. No, I wouldn't say we pocketed him, but looked very comfortable with him. But aye, the first goal, which, first goal, of course, I looked a wee bit. At first, I was like, no way, that's in, no way. Because I looked as if the ball was just on the line, but look at the replays, that's just in, so can't really complain, mate. But if it was against us, of course, you'd probably be raging if it's against us, because it's that tight.
Aye. But I mean, as much as I complain and moan usually, the Rangers Da syndrome about the VAR and things like that, I thought the ball was cleared off the line, but it was great when you seen the watch and the technology, and it worked, and it actually worked in our favour. That was good entertainment, I thought. At that point, I was shocked, because I really did think Fenerbahçe were going to give us a really good and hard game, but Rangers looked comfortable from the start. And I must highlight this: I can't think of anybody in the Rangers team that had a bad game tonight. I really thought the whole team played well. I'm hoping that I hope Proper is okay, because that looked a really sore one he got. And I'll agree with Ali McCoist on this. It's probably, in terms of the performance and the way the team played, it probably benefited us, but it was a real soaring, and he'll probably be out for a few weeks maybe with that.
Possibly. Like, I actually never even seen the injury until I seen the replay. At first I just thought he was going off, and I was like, alright, good, because he said a bit of a nightmare for the first 20 odd minutes or so. It's a bit of a nightmare, but then I seen the foul, and I was like, oh jeez, that's a bit of a sore one. But now, of course, you hope he's alright. Some people will be like, oh no, I'm glad he's went off, I'm glad he's injured. You never wish injury upon anyone, especially your own players. Of course, recent performances or not, you never wish injury on anyone. But no, look, Balogun came on. Balogun looked really comfortable, challenging for headers very well, very physical in the box. Of course, what you expect for Balogun, especially what you expect for a centre half in general, but what you expect for Balogun, very physical, always winning the headers. Balogun came on and had an absolute blinder, I thought.
I mean, the manager, Barry Ferguson, spoke about it before the game and said he was a bit tight and he wasn't fully fit. I would give you an argument here. Now, this argument I've had with myself for the last 10 minutes of the game I had. And that argument was at some points in the game I was saying to myself, he's man of the match tonight. He was winning everything. He looked comfortable. He was leading the line. He was organised. He was winning every header that we won the winning in the first 10 minutes. And I'm thinking he could be a good candidate for the man of the match. However, there are so many players to speak about tonight. Right beside him, you had Suter, and Suter was like a brick wall. Every time that ball went in the box, he seemed to get in the way of it. Great combination, and it's what we've been missing for a while.
Aye, mate, 100%. It'd be hard to disagree with Balogun man of the match. Apart from maybe Raskin, I thought that was one of Raskin's best ever performances in a Rangers shirt. The passes that he made through, a great ball winner. I think he's our best ball winning midfielder, 100%. I've been saying that for a while, ever since probably the Old Firm there in January. I've been saying he's our best ever. Best ball winner. What an incredible performance tonight. Aye, not really much to say. I thought, Balogun and Suter absolute brick walls in defence tonight. Tav played alright, I thought. As you said, I don't think there was a bad player tonight.
There was a couple of mistakes from the goalkeeper, Butland, but he made some fantastic saves as well. When you speak about Raskin, in terms of the midfield, I actually thought the way the midfield was set up looked really good. And actually the Fenerbahçe midfield and the way they were set up reminded me of the way we played at the weekend when I was talking about the other day there about the big gap in the midfield. So we bossed that area. Raskin, that's probably his finest 90 minutes in a Rangers jersey. He was outstanding. He was all over the park, and when I'm saying there was candidates for the man of the match, there was him. And then I was thinking Tierney. Last 5 minutes, he's not got any wind left in his sail, and away he went like an eagle to get that goal. But Dessers, in terms of the performances he's been putting in the last few months and the criticism he's took as well, I thought Dessers was absolutely outstanding tonight in terms of attitude.
Yeah, 100%. It was so clinical. Even though the two of his goals get chopped off, he probably could have had a hat-trick. Probably deserved a hat-trick in my opinion. Maybe one of the goals I would say he was offside, but the other one definitely not. Aye. But 100%. His work rate tonight, his effort, his work rate, absolutely incredible. His attitude was outstanding. It's what you expect for any sort of Rangers player. That was a Rangers performance from Dessers tonight, I thought.
Now, I've talked about the shape of the team and I've talked about the kind of tactics, but the one-touch football was outstanding tonight. I've not seen a Rangers team play like that since Dick Advocate's Rangers team, which Barry played in, and that's the way they played. The one-touch, fast-flowing football, it was outstanding at times.
Yeah. Of course it was. We looked very comfortable up against a team with some great names, Edin Dzeko, Dusan Tadic, but we never bottled anything. Like, we were very comfortable on the ball, very comfortable passing it. Absolutely brilliant performance in the night. Just the midfield absolutely bossed it, as you said. Outstanding. I've got no negatives in terms of how we tactically lined up tonight. Absolutely no negatives at all from that.
Something else I noticed as well in the game is Rangers forced them to have to lose their discipline a lot in the game. Now they've had a few injuries before the game, a few suspensions, and I didn't count it, but they had quite a lot of bookings in the game, and a couple of players came off. So after this game now, they're certainly a weaker team than they were before it, in my view.
Yeah, like, you know what, like, they did have a few players out. The one that stands out to me is Fred, of course, the former Man United, and even Shakhtar Donetsk midfielder as well, who has been brilliant for Fenerbahçe. I've seen him a few times after playing in Europe. He's played well for Fenerbahçe, and I think absolute big miss, because Fenerbahçe's midfield looked to be non-existent tonight, and to be honest, and I think if Fred was in that Fenerbahçe team, that was a totally different game. But you can't really use that as an excuse either, because you look at the talent that they've got, albeit like they are a wee bit older, they're getting on a wee bit, but the talent that team's got is incredible. On paper, Fenerbahçe should be beating us, but you've got to say, the difference in it tonight was attitude and mentality, I thought.
Another player I want to single out as well, because I forgot to mention him, was Barron. He's been at the team for a while. Earlier on in Europe, when he showed his inexperience with a bad pass, I think it was against Lyon.
It was.
But when you look at that performance tonight, that was a mature performance for a young player. And I thought, again, he was all over the park and he gave his all for the club tonight. I really was impressed with the whole team.
Yeah, yeah. Barron once again played out his skin. Like his performances in a Rangers jersey this season, possibly apart from Leon O'Hone, his performances. Sorry, pal. Sorry. No, his performances in a Rangers jersey this season have been outstanding. Outstanding. Absolutely incredible ball winner. Of course, a very young player, very young, a lot of potential to come from, and he might even move on maybe in the near future if he keeps up these performances. But as you said, he's been out for a wee while, came back into the team. Barry sort of chucked him into the deep end. Barry sort of chucked him into the deep end tonight, especially away from home to Fenerbahçe in a European tie, an important European tie. You've been out for a couple of months with injury, and he absolutely bossed it tonight. His attitude is outstanding. A lot of players tonight would have crumbled if they were out for that long. Came back into the first team. A lot of players would have crumbled and blamed it on their injury, but absolutely not. Outstanding from Barron tonight, mate.
And then to mention a few other players, we bring on the subs, and I thought that I've got to single out here now. Stirling, I thought Stirling's tackles were brilliant tonight. He just came on at a time when we started to get a bit weak and tired and jaded, and I felt as if we needed to freshen up. And I was worried it was taking us too long to make the subs. But when he came on, he was literally a brick shit house. He was winning every ball. His passes were good, and his positioning was brilliant.
He looked to get stuck in, and as you said, he came on at a really, really crucial time for us. As you said, we were all getting tired, but you can't blame them for being tired as well, especially after the effort they're putting in. A tough place to go, a tough team that are going to probably outrun you. No matter their age, they're going to outrun you, especially Fenerbahçe, the names that they've got. They're going to absolutely outrun you, but the boys were tired tonight, but Dusan Sterling came on, absolutely bossed it. Got right stuck in, as you said, his passes were great as well. Very composed, as you also has been out for a wee while with injury as well, so absolutely brilliant.
Aye, no, I mean, there's some great points here. Also, Fenerbahçe's got a great record. I think it's the last 18 games unbeaten.
18, just about to say that.
They very rarely get beat in Turkey, and I think they're second in the league, you know. They very rarely get beat away at home as well in Europe.
Also, they've no lost a game at home this season as well.
Aye, well, they have now, because we gave them a right good do tonight. It was fantastic from the start of the game to the end. You made a good comment there, Lewis, that the players looked exhausted at points. Well, I'll tell you what.
Sorry if you can't hear me, by the way. I'm going back into the pub for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Hold on, I'm going.
Aye, you're all right. Just 2 seconds, guys. He's just going from behind into the bar to there. Can't hear you, Lewis. We've lost your connection there, mate. The point I was going to make anyway, just before hopefully Lewis connects on again here.
I'm really sorry about that, sorry.
You're back on. The point I was going to make is, the players looked exhausted, but I'll tell you what, the supporters watching it on television, we were exhausted as well. It was end-to-end football.
Yeah, I know, of course. You were just wanting the game to finish at that point. Even at 2-1, I was like, here, I just want this game to finish. 2-1 would have been an excellent result, but that goal there for Selny just, no, I wouldn't say sealed it, because it's only half-time. To put it like that, it's only really half-time. You still got next week to go, and as you said earlier on, if Fenerbahçe score first in that game, and you start to get a wee bit nervy, but that goal for Selny for me, even if Fenerbahçe went on, if Selny never scored that goal to make it 3-1, Fenerbahçe make it 2-2, I'd have still been quite happy with the result, to be honest. But yeah, no, I totally agree with you, mate. Totally agree with you.
And the last point I'm going to make, because I know it's quite noisy in the background, the last point I'm going to make was the finishing tonight. Even the 2 goals that we got chopped off, the finishing for the Rangers players tonight was outstanding. It really was. Exactly. Extremely clinical, especially with Dessers. Of course, we've seen in the past with Dessers, he sort of struggles with the chances that he's got time to think about, but he scores the hard ones. But you know what? Even the chances that he got, if he was 1-on-1 with the keeper, he was slotting them away. Whether it got allowed or no, that's a different story. But very clinical, especially for Cerny as well. Cerny's incredible in a 1-on-1 situation. We've seen that away to Kelly as well, and of course tonight as well. Very cool, calm, composed, which I think is the phrase. Aye, no, 100%. It's a fantastic night for Rangers Football Club. The Scottish coefficiency, Rangers carrying that once again. Don't
Of
forget
course,
that.
all as always.
Yep. There's been a few downers in the last couple of weeks, but tonight it was outstanding. A big shout out to the Rangers support. You heard them for the start of the game, the middle of the game, at the end. The support was outstanding. So well done. Hopefully everybody gets home safe after the game. And a big shout out to my friends who called me during the game. A bit drunk from
Yeah.
the Q8 Rangers Supporters Club all over the world, following Rangers,
He's
watching the
the
famous
way.
Glasgow Rangers.
Wow, brilliant.
And
Brilliant.
before I finish, you want to give the pub out a wee shout out?
Yeah, a wee shout out to the Black Bill. It's recently my mum herself has taken on. She's been a massive supporter of the Gers TV as well. We've actually got Gers TV stickers in the pub as well, plastered up. So yeah, this pub's been a massive supporter of Gers TV for a while, a lot longer than what I've actually been on the show for as well. So yeah, a big shout out to the Black Bill in Cambuslang Main Street. It's a 2-minute walk, not even a 2-minute walk from the train station as you come out and go to your right, mate. So any loyal Bears that I want to come in any point in the week, whether my mum's in or whether I'm in or not, always feel free to come in for a wee pint or a few.
There you go, a wee plug for the Black Bill Cambuslang. Great Rangers supporters clubs in it as well, and it's a great welcome for everyone. Guys, it's been a great night. Lewis,
Sorry, mate.
I'll catch up with you through the week, mate. Have a good night.
I will do, mate. Thank you very much. It'll be a brilliant night, mate. Thank you. Take
All
care,
the best,
pal.
guys. Take care, and always remember, win, lose or draw,
We are the people.
the people.
Right, Si, take care, pal.
All the best, mate.